Estamos aquí en Londres y nosotros tenemos un jardincito ahí afuera que tiene árboles de ¿qué son? De frutas.
No, en inglés.
¿Cómo en inglés?
Y más lindo en inglés, así lo pueden
Pero
ver.
son aventuras culinarias.
Pero ese va a ser en inglés.
Uy,
Dale.
bueno, empiezo otra vez. We are in London, and so we are in London.
Bueno.
We are in London, and we live near a little green, as you can see from here, and the green has got a few fruit trees, and in the summer we take the fruit to make jam. So what we are going to show you today, how we're going to make jam from the wild plums that we take from the fruit garden. I hope you like it. I just take the plum, I look at it, and if it's in good shape and doesn't have any holes, because the holes they show that some kind of animal or little thing was going in to eat the plums. So if they're in good shape, firm or mature, and they don't have any holes, then I took them. Separating the stones from the plums. So what I do is I cut through the plum and take out the stone. It's not really needed. Some recipes say that you can just make the jam, and then the stones will just float on the surface after a few minutes of cooking. But last time I did it, a lot of stones stayed in the jam, and I'd rather go through one by one.
So how many kilos do you got?
Here we have 5 kilos with the stone. But as I was saying, I mean, one other advantage of taking out the stone is that you can go through the plum one by one, and you can reject the bad ones or the ones that are damaged or you think that wouldn't be. And then you actually add the sugar, and you leave it to soak overnight with the sugar. It will basically create a lot of water, and the day after you will have quite a lot of water, and you will cook it. So today is the day after. And we left the plums all night, so they've done, as you can see, quite a lot of water. And what we do is to add the rest of the sugar. Yesterday we used 3 kilos, and today we add 1.5 kilos. This was 5 kilo plums. If you want it a bit sweeter, then you put 5 kilos of sugar. But as we like it a bit not so sweet, then we use 4.5 kilos. What we do now is we put it into this pot and we make it cook at low fire very slowly for until it boils, and then when it starts boiling we put up the fire. At some point you need to test for the setting point. So what you need to do is to take out a little bit of the jam, put it on a plate, like that, and then put the plate into the freezer and leave it in the freezer for about, let's say, 1 minute. After 1 minute is passed, you touch the consistency of the jam on the plate, and if you think it's the right consistency for you, then the jam is set. It depends on how you like it. I personally like it like that. For me, this is set. So now we have to put the jam into the jars, and what we do is we take a funnel and we cut it so that we can slot it into the top of the jar, and we can easily put the jam, which should be as hot as possible, so immediately when you switch it off you do it, into the jar, and this allows the jar also to be sterilized, although we do it later as well by boiling the jar, and we did it at the beginning as well. So this is the full jar. What we do is also we put a little lead paper that is used to cover the jars, that you can easily find in e-commerce, and then you cover it with the top. What we're doing now is finishing off the jam process by sterilizing the jars. So what we've done is put some water up more or less to half the pan, and put the jars inside. The water doesn't need to be full, just half, and make it boil for 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. And what this will do is the air that is left inside the jars will go out, and the pressure will basically close the jar very thoroughly.
Wow! Now we're gonna try this amazing plum jam with the bread, homemade bread that we're gonna show in another episode, and see how this jam went. I like it with butter. Alessia doesn't, but I think wow, the consistency is pretty good. What I like about this jam is that have little parts on the skin. Actually, the skin of the plum is very good when get caramelized. It's very good.